God says, something greater is possible, but do not let fear stop you, my child. I know how often fear has whispered that you should stay exactly where you are. Fear has told you that you are not ready, that you have failed too many times, that someone else is more qualified, or that taking another chance will only lead to another disappointment. But God says, do not allow fear to make permanent decisions about a future you have not experienced yet. Something greater may be possible, but you must be willing to move beyond the boundaries created by your past. This does not mean acting without wisdom. It means refusing to let fear control every decision. You can be careful and courageous at the same time. You can examine an opportunity while still believing that opportunity is possible. You can learn from failure without allowing failure to become your identity. Something may be waiting on the other side of a decision you have been postponing. If you have been thinking about beginning something meaningful, take the time to prepare instead of endlessly waiting for perfect confidence. If something requires you to grow, do not automatically interpret that discomfort as a warning to quit. If you have been given an opportunity to improve your circumstances, approach it with both courage and discernment. Do not skip this message because you are comfortable where you are, even though you know deep down that you want more from your life. Sometimes comfort protects you from immediate disappointment, but also keeps you from discovering your potential. Something greater does not necessarily mean something bigger in the eyes of others. It can mean something more meaningful, more peaceful, more purposeful, and more aligned with the person you are becoming. If you feel that you have been holding yourself back, ask yourself what one wise step you could take today. Do not demand certainty before you move. Sometimes confidence is created by taking action, learning, adjusting, and continuing. Something greater can become possible when you stop allowing fear to make every decision for you. Dear one, before I share this, I need you to hear me. There's a concept some people refer to as a money switch in the brain, describing how certain thought patterns around opportunity, confidence, and decision-making may feel less active over time for some individuals. A neuroscientist has shared a simple 5-minute method that is designed to help you become more aware of your thinking patterns and notice new possibilities with greater clarity. Some women over 50 who have tried it have shared that it gave them a refreshed perspective and helped them reflect differently on personal and financial decisions. While experiences can vary from person to person, it may be an interesting tool for mindset exploration. But here's the important part. There are only a few seats left, just 5 remaining. If you feel drawn to explore this, don't wait. Join now using the link in the description or pinned comment, as this could be a helpful step in exploring new opportunities and gaining a stronger sense of direction in your journey. My child, stop for a moment and listen carefully, because this message is reaching you at a time when you may not yet understand why certain things have been delayed, why certain doors close, or why you were made to wait while you watched others step into opportunities you once prayed for. Do not scroll past these words as though they are ordinary, because there are seasons when a message finds you precisely when your heart is tired of wondering what comes next. I want you to hear me before you make another decision out of fear. I want you to listen before you convince yourself that your past has already determined your future. You have been measuring yourself by what you have done, what you lack, what people said about you, and the opportunities you missed. But I have never measured you by those things. You have been looking at your qualifications while I have been looking at your purpose. You have been looking at the closed door while I have been preparing the room beyond another door you have not even seen yet. So listen carefully, because what I am about to reveal may challenge the way you have been thinking about your future. There were moments when you quietly asked, will I ever get my chance? You wondered whether your name would ever be called, whether anyone would recognize what you carry. whether the right people would ever notice your ability, your dedication, your potential, and the things you have developed in hidden places. You saw others receive invitations while you remained outside. You watched people with less experience, less preparation, or even less commitment walk into places you thought you deserved to enter. And sometimes you smiled publicly while privately wondering whether you had simply been forgotten. But you were not forgotten. The silence was not proof of rejection. The delay was not proof that your story had ended. Some doors had to remain closed because they were connected to seasons you had already outgrown. Some opportunities could not come early because you would have entered them carrying an old version of yourself. I have been working on more than the opportunity. I have been working on the person who will walk into it. There is a difference between receiving a door and being ready to remain inside the room. Once it opens, you will sit at tables that once seemed far beyond your reach. You will hear conversations that once intimidated you. You will stand in rooms where your name carries weight, where decisions are being made, where opportunities are discussed, where people who once seemed unreachable will recognize what you bring. You will encounter contracts, partnerships, invitations, assignments, connections, and possibilities that your former self would have called impossible. And when that moment comes, do not immediately say, "I do not belong here." Do not allow the memory of yesterday to speak louder than the grace upon your life today. You may still remember every rejection, every unanswered application, every person who underestimated you, every opportunity that slipped away, and every moment when you felt like you were always arriving too late. But I am teaching you not to interpret your future through the wounds of your past. What is coming will require you to believe differently about yourself. You will have to walk into rooms without apologizing for being there. You will have to receive what you once thought was reserved for someone else. If this message is speaking to something you have been praying about, do not ignore it simply because the answer has not appeared yet. Take a moment and let these words settle in your heart. If you believe that your season can change, write, "I am ready," in the comments as a declaration of faith, and share this message with someone who has been feeling overlooked or forgotten. Your simple action may encourage another person who is standing at the edge of giving up. And if messages like this strengthen your faith and remind you to keep going, stay connected, subscribe, and continue listening. Because sometimes the encouragement you need arrives before the evidence does. Dear one, before I share this, I need you to hear me. There's a concept some people refer to as a money switch in the brain, describing how certain thought patterns around opportunity, confidence, and decision-making may feel less active over time for some individuals. A neuroscientist has shared a simple 5-minute method that is designed to help you become more aware of your thinking patterns and notice new possibilities with greater clarity. Some women over 50 who have tried it have shared that it gave them a refreshed perspective and helped them reflect differently on personal and financial decisions. While experiences can vary from person to person, it may be an interesting tool for mindset exploration. But here's the important part. There are only a few seats left, just 5 remaining. If you feel drawn to explore this, don't wait. Join now using the link in the description or pinned comment, as this could be a helpful step in exploring new opportunities and gaining a stronger sense of direction in your journey. My child, I know the thoughts you have had about yourself. I know how quickly you can disqualify yourself before anyone else gets the chance. You have said, "I am not experienced enough. I am not educated enough. I do not have the right connections. I started too late. Someone else is more talented. Someone else deserves it more. Why would they choose me?" But I am telling you that your resume is not the only thing that determines where you can go. Your history is not the final authority over your destiny. The places you came from do not have the power to decide every place you are capable of entering. You may have started with very little, but you are not required to remain where you started. You may have been overlooked by people, but being overlooked by people does not mean being overlooked by God. There are abilities in you that have been developed through difficult seasons, patience that was built through waiting, wisdom that came through disappointment, and strength that appeared only because you had no other choice but to keep moving. There is something approaching that will make you understand why certain things did not happen when you wanted them to. You may not see it yet, and that is intentional within the mystery of this season. If I showed you every detail too soon, you might try to control every step. You might run ahead because excitement can make you impatient. You might tell everyone before the foundation has been established. You might mistake a possibility for a promise and become discouraged when the path changes. So I am asking you to trust me with what you cannot see. There are conversations happening beyond your awareness. There are connections you have not made yet. There are people whose names you do not know today who may become important tomorrow. There are opportunities that have not appeared because the timing is still being arranged. You are looking for the announcement, but preparation often happens long before the announcement. You are waiting for the invitation, but the invitation may arrive after everything necessary behind the scenes has already been put into place. Do not be frightened by how suddenly things can change. One season can feel painfully quiet, and then another can begin with opportunities, arriving one after another. A phone call can change a direction. A conversation can introduce you to someone unexpected. An application can lead somewhere you never imagined. A meeting can open another meeting, and a small opportunity can become the beginning of something much larger. But when these things begin happening, remember the lesson of the waiting season. Do not become arrogant because you finally received what you once begged for. Do not forget the version of yourself who survived when nobody was applauding. Do not treat people differently simply because your circumstances have changed. The blessing is not only in entering the room, it is in becoming someone who can carry the responsibility that comes with being in that room. You will need wisdom as much as you need opportunity, discernment as much as you need favor, and humility as much as you need confidence. If you are receiving this message at a moment when you have been questioning whether your breakthrough is still possible, pause here and take this as your reminder not to surrender to discouragement. Like this message if it encouraged you, share it with someone who needs hope today, and comment with the words, "My time is not over." If you have been following these messages because you need daily encouragement, subscribe and stay connected. You do not have to know exactly when the door will open to believe that your life can still move in a completely different direction. Dear one, before I share this, I need you to hear me. There's a concept some people refer to as a money switch in the brain, describing how certain thought patterns around opportunity, confidence, and decision-making may feel less active over time for some individuals. A neuroscientist has shared a simple 5-minute method that is designed to help you become more aware of your thinking patterns and notice new possibilities with greater clarity. Some women over 50 who have tried it have shared that it gave them a refreshed perspective and helped them reflect differently on personal and financial decisions. While experiences can vary from person to person, it may be an interesting tool for mindset exploration. But here's the important part. There are only a few seats left, just 5 remaining. If you feel drawn to explore this, don't wait. Join now using the link in the description or pinned comment, as this could be a helpful step in exploring new opportunities and gaining a stronger sense of direction in your journey. I am bringing you into spaces your past could not access. Think about that carefully. There are places you cannot enter by repeating who you used to be. You cannot walk into a new season while constantly introducing yourself through your old failures. You cannot continue saying this is just who I am, when the very season you are entering requires you to grow beyond what you have known. You have been through enough to know that people can remember your mistakes longer than they remember your progress. Some may always associate you with an old chapter. Let them. You do not need to convince everyone that you have changed. Time, character, consistency, and results will speak for you. You do not need to chase every person who misunderstood you. You do not need to beg someone to recognize your value. There are doors where you will not need to explain yourself for hours because the right people will see what is necessary. When the moment arrives, you will also discover that some of the greatest opportunities will not require you to beg. That does not mean you should become passive or stop working. It means you will stop confusing striving with preparation. Continue learning. Continue improving. Continue showing up. Continue making wise decisions. Continue doing the work that is in front of you. But stop believing that you must exhaust yourself trying to force every door open. There is a difference between effort and desperation. Effort says, I will prepare myself for what I am praying for. Desperation says, I must make this happen or my life is over. I want you to leave that second mindset behind. Your future does not depend on one person saying yes. Your entire destiny is not contained inside one application, one interview, one contract, one relationship, one company, or one opportunity. If one door closes, you are not finished. If one person rejects you, you are not rejected by life itself. Sometimes what feels like a devastating no is simply the end of a road that was never meant to carry you where you are going. And there is another thing you must understand. When the opportunity comes, you may initially feel afraid. You may look at the size of the opportunity and think, am I really ready for this? You may remember all the reasons you once believed you were unqualified. But confidence does not always arrive before the opportunity. Sometimes confidence is built by stepping forward while your hands are still shaking. Do not wait until every doubt disappears before you move. Courage is not the absence of fear. Courage is refusing to let fear make every decision. You have spent enough time shrinking yourself to make other people comfortable. You have spent enough time assuming that someone else must be better simply because they were chosen before you. Your story is not a competition with someone else's timeline. Their chapter does not cancel yours. Their success does not steal your possibility. There is room for you to grow, to build, to create, to lead, and to become what you were created to become. If you are still reading this, do not treat that as an invitation to simply feel inspired for a few minutes and then return to the same limiting thoughts. Let this message become a reason to act with renewed faith and wisdom. Share it with someone whose confidence has been damaged by rejection, and leave a comment saying, I will not disqualify myself. Your words may become encouragement for someone silently fighting the same battle. And if you want more messages that remind you to keep your heart strong during uncertain seasons, subscribe and stay connected. Do not ignore encouragement when you need it most. Dear one, before I share this, I need you to hear me. There's a concept some people refer to as a money switch in the brain, describing how certain thought patterns around opportunity, confidence, and decision-making may feel less active over time for some individuals. A neuroscientist has shared a simple 5-minute method that is designed to help you become more aware of your thinking patterns and notice new possibilities with greater clarity. Some women over 50 who have tried it have shared that it gave them a refreshed perspective and helped them reflect differently on personal and financial decisions. While experiences can vary from person to person, it may be an interesting tool for mindset exploration. But here's the important part. There are only a few seats left, just 5 remaining. If you feel drawn to explore this, don't wait. Join now using the link in the description or pinned comment, as this could be a helpful step in exploring new opportunities and gaining a stronger sense of direction in your journey. There will come a moment when you look around and realize that the thing you once called impossible has become normal. You will sit at a table you once only imagined. You will hold an opportunity you once believed belonged to someone else. You will read words on a document that make you stop and think about how far you have come. You will remember the nights when you had no evidence that anything was changing, and you will understand that those nights were not wasted. You will remember the days when you almost quit, the moments when you cried privately, the times when you questioned your own worth, and the seasons when you wondered whether your prayers were being heard. And then you will see why you had to become stronger before the answer arrived. The blessing will not erase the struggle, but it will give the struggle a different meaning. What once looked like wasted time may become the training ground that prepared you to recognize and handle what was coming. So prepare yourself now. Clean up what needs to be cleaned up. Finish what you have been avoiding. Learn the skill you keep postponing. Organize what is disorganized. Strengthen your character. Protect your peace. Be careful about whose voice you allow to define you. Stop rehearsing insults from people who no longer belong in your future. Stop allowing old rejection letters to become prophecies over your life. Stop calling yourself unlucky simply because your path has been slower than someone else's. You are not behind because your journey looks different. You are not forgotten because your breakthrough has taken time. You are not disqualified because you have made mistakes. What matters now is what you do with the person you have become. The next room will require a version of you who is willing to believe, willing to learn, willing to act, and willing to recognize an opportunity when it finally appears. I am telling you to expect more than you have been expecting. But do not reduce this message to money, status, or material success. The greatest change may begin inside you. You may become confident where you were once insecure. You may become peaceful where you were once constantly anxious about the future. You may become disciplined where you were once distracted. You may become courageous where you once retreated. You may finally understand that being chosen is not the same as being valuable. You were valuable before the invitation arrived. You were valuable before the contract. You were valuable before the promotion. You were valuable before anyone applauded you. The opportunity will reveal something. It will not create your worth. Never give an opportunity the power to determine whether you respect yourself. Walk into the next season knowing that your value existed long before anyone recognized it. Do not be surprised if the next chapter begins differently from what you imagined. You may have pictured one specific door, but another may open. You may have expected one person to help you, but someone completely unexpected may appear. You may have planned one route, while your life takes another route that eventually makes more sense. Stay open. Stay discerning. Do not become so attached to the picture in your head that you miss the real opportunity in front of you. Sometimes the answer arrives wearing a shape you did not expect. Sometimes the door you prayed for is replaced by a better direction. Sometimes the delay protects you from accepting something too small because you were desperate for anything to happen. Trust that not every delay means denial. Some delays are invitations to grow, prepare, and become ready. If these words have reached a place in you that has been tired of waiting, make a simple declaration today. I will prepare for what I have been praying for. Comment it if you want to mark this moment, and share this message with someone who needs to hear that their past does not have to be their ceiling. If this message has encouraged you, like it and subscribe so you can continue receiving messages that strengthen your faith and remind you not to give up during the unseen seasons. Dear one, before I share this, I need you to hear me. There's a concept some people refer to as a money switch in the brain, describing how certain thought patterns around opportunity, confidence, and decision-making may feel less active over time for some individuals. A neuroscientist has shared a simple 5-minute method that is designed to help you become more aware of your thinking patterns and notice new possibilities with greater clarity. Some women over 50 who have tried it have shared that it gave them a refreshed perspective and helped them reflect differently on personal and financial decisions. While experiences can vary from person to person, it may be an interesting tool for mindset exploration. But here's the important part: there are only a few seats left, just 5 remaining. If you feel drawn to explore this, don't wait. Join now using the link in the description or pinned comment, as this could be a helpful step in exploring new opportunities and gaining a stronger sense of direction in your journey. My child, the tables are changing, the rooms are changing, the conversations are changing. But before you see the external change, allow me to change the way you see yourself. You are not the person who was rejected 5 years ago. You are not the person who failed yesterday. You are not defined by the opinion of the person who walked away. You are not permanently labeled by the mistake you made. You are still becoming. There is still room for growth, restoration, learning, rebuilding, and new beginnings. Do not let shame make you hide from the very opportunities you have been asking for. When the invitation comes, answer with wisdom. When the door opens, walk through it with humility. When the contract appears, read it carefully and seek wise counsel. When the opportunity arrives, do not sabotage it by assuming you do not deserve it. Be grateful, be discerning, and be prepared. And when you finally arrive at that table, remember where you came from. Remember the season when you had nothing but faith and a reason to keep going. Remember the people who encouraged you when you could not encourage yourself. Remember the lessons learned in obscurity. Remember that success is not permission to become someone you would not have respected during your difficult season. Let the new doors make you more generous, not more arrogant, more grateful, not more entitled, more courageous, not more careless. There are people coming behind you who will need the encouragement you once needed. Your story may eventually become the evidence someone else uses to believe that their own story can change. What you survive today may become the testimony you share tomorrow. So keep walking, keep preparing, keep listening, keep believing that a closed chapter is not the same thing as a closed future. You have spent enough time asking whether something good could ever happen for you. Now prepare your heart for the possibility that your life can exceed the limits you placed on it. There are things you cannot see yet. There are connections you have not made yet. There are opportunities you have not heard about yet. There are conversations that have not happened yet. There are rooms whose doors have not opened yet. Do not demand to know every detail before you take the next faithful step. Sometimes the revelation comes one step at a time. Sometimes you will only understand the path after you have walked part of it. Keep your eyes open. Keep your heart humble. Keep your hands ready. And when the moment arrives, you will recognize that what looked like a long silence was not the end of your story. It was the space in which you were being prepared. So hear this final warning clearly. Do not allow fear to make you walk away from an opportunity simply because it looks bigger than anything you have experienced before. Do not call something impossible merely because you have never seen it happen in your life. Do not reject yourself before the world has even had a chance to see what you can do. Do not shrink when you are invited to grow. Do not run back to the familiar simply because the unfamiliar feels frightening. There will be moments when the next level feels uncomfortable, and that discomfort does not automatically mean you are on the wrong path. Sometimes growth feels unfamiliar precisely because you are leaving an old identity behind. Listen carefully, move wisely, and do not confuse fear with a warning every time. Seek wisdom. Seek discernment. Examine every opportunity carefully. But do not let insecurity disguise itself as humility. And now, lift your eyes from everything that has disappointed you and look toward what may still be possible. The chapter ahead does not have to resemble the chapter behind you. You may have been overlooked, but you can still be chosen. You may have been delayed, but you can still arrive. You may have been rejected, but you can still receive the right opportunity. You may have started with disadvantages, but you can still build something meaningful. You may have doubted yourself, but you can still learn confidence. The future is not required to repeat the past. Walk forward with faith, preparation, humility, and courage. The table you thought you would never sit at may be closer than you think. The room you thought would never know your name may eventually hear it. The opportunity you stopped expecting may arrive when you least expect it. And when it does, remember these words. You did not have to become someone else to deserve your future. You had to become willing to step into it. If you believe there is still more ahead for you, do not ignore this message. Share it with someone who needs a reason to keep going. Like this message as a declaration that you are ready for a new season, and comment, "I will not disqualify myself." Subscribe if you want to continue receiving faith-filled encouragement, because sometimes one message can remind you of something fear made you forget. Your story is not finished. Your future is not limited to your past, and the door that did not open yesterday does not mean there will never be another door. Keep preparing. Keep moving. Keep your heart open. And when the opportunity comes, do not stand outside questioning whether you belong. Walk forward with gratitude, wisdom, and courage, because what is ahead may be greater than anything you have allowed yourself to imagine.